Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
아, 저기구나.
My word! Did you see that? The vines
오,
disappeared.
그러네.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
오호. 오호, 챌린지.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
어허?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
좋습니다.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and book.
Revelio.
좋아요. 돌아갈 수 있네. 담어. 그렇군요. 멀리 인벤토리 확장 좋네. 이렇게 한 번씩 해줘야 되는 건 귀찮네. 그냥 보기만 해도 이렇게 되면 얼마나 좋아. 어허. 장인나는 아우. 약간 우선 마음에 안 들긴 하는데 그래도 저 뭐시기냐 공격력을 올려주니 잊고 있겠소이다. 이동. 약초학인가 약초가 한번 해봅시다.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
이쪽이구나. 이쪽은 처음 오네요.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
어이, 뭔 생물이야?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing ball. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the
그 하는 소리요. 그 하는
Accio.
예, 식물 말하는 건가.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
아, 기마개 같은 거구나.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pack down the soil.
아니, 저 동영상 알림도 끄고 싶네.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
기가 먹는 줄 알았어요.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even
좋아요.
with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic.
저런
It will
것도
take
약의
time to
재료로
grow.
쓰이겠죠, 나중에?
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it
Oh,
a vital
하분용
ingredient in the
탭을.
Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
아, 이렇게 시간이 표시돼. 의료용 약초의 이파리로 윈젤월드 묘약에 사용합니다. 꽃 바카시약은 매직리프에서 구매할 수 있습니다. 크기에 상관없이 모든 화분에 기를 수 있습니다.
Well done. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a
중국사.
different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
양배추가 온다니.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
영예롭지 우리 그리핀도.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cab. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a
와
stamp
인문
once.
차이.
Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on.
이것이 중국산 깨무는
You do not
배추라니.
want to go through that.
어마어마한 비주얼이다 아주 그냥.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
어머.
They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in
Right.
tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
쓸모 있을지도.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a
진짜?
cruciferous vegetable if necessary.
채소.
Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
갑시다.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
역시 오 아홉 좋아요. 역시 이 마법 세계의 이 식물은 다르군요. 다르긴 다르네. 여기가 아닐까?
If you plant every day, harvest time is always soon to follow. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Miss.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't
너무
see any bite
무시무시한데요.
marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
그럼요. 식물을 정말 하는 걸 주잖아요.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm
그러니까
eager to learn more.
신기한
I'm glad.
식물은 참
Herbology is a
재밌어.
bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
네, 좋으신 교수님.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost
하하하. 내기만 상했어.
Make anything grow, we must first understand it.
마법냐?
Made the mistake of leaving my potion.
고고.
Shouldn't there be Auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent. Which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
인재를.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
좋아요. 이렇게 만드는 것도 재밌네요. 좋아요.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion.
Edurus?
Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased.
좋습니다.
Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
네.
My
갑시다.
parents considered keeping me home from
어둠의
school this year after
잡종견
the rumors of a
털
garden rebellion.
수집하기요? 네.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes.
어,
We met
그래.
in the
어,
common room.
그러네.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
깃털 가져다 줄게.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
오케이.
Your potion should not be there.
어? 오, 신기하게 생겼네.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney
오,
or crush it?
마법약 스테이션
Wrong answer could
해제돼.
result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
에드로스 마법약 마시면 내구성 좋은 돌 같은 피부를 갖게 되어 방어력이 강화되는 마법약이다. 이번엔 제가 직접 썼진 않네요. 그래도 이건 빨리 되네요. 물론 매번 만들 때마다 그 뭐 여러가지 버튼을 누르는 게 좀 귀찮아질 수 있어서 이것도 나쁘진 않긴 한데 그래도 좀 더 만드는 느낌이 나는 건 아까 그건데.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to.
Get it! Again.
엄마야.
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
좀 늦게 되네.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
그 일은 죄송합니다.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
좋으신 분 같아요, 이 교수님은.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
또 무엇을 하면 될고?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade again.
아, 이거 하면 되겠네. 사라진 페이지.
Is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
방금 뭐라 얘기했는데 못 봤네.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
니콜라스 경 우리 기숙사의 유령을 너 찾고 있어. 연회장 근처에 그를 찾을 수 있을 거야. 목이 달랑달랑한 님과 대화하세요. 오케이. 벌써 55분이네? 이거 퀘스트 하긴 애매하네요? 퀘스트 아마 이거 5분이 넘을 퀘스트인데 일단은 저기 바로 앞까지 가고 오늘은 여기까지 하죠. 방금 하늘이 약간 경계가 져 있었어요. 그래도 건물은 잘 구현해놨으니 뭐 넘어가도록 하죠. 건물은 잘 구현해놨는데 하늘이 좀 그렇군요. 구름다리 안뜰. 네, 재밌긴 재밌어요 이 게임이. 야, 진짜 여기 잘 구현했다. 예, 영화에서만 보던 곳을 정말 잘 구현해놨어요.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come.
It's me, Gareth.
좀 이따가 합시다. 아니, 내일 합시다. 일단 내일 낮에 할 수도 있고 밤에 하실 수도 있는데 어쨌든 가능한 시간대에 찾아오도록 하겠소이다. 근데 아직 3분이 남았네. 이 1시간 57분으로 녹화 끊긴 좀 그런데 일단 다음주 시간표 같은 경우에는 월수 해리포터 호그와트고요. 예, 금요일날 썸썸 편의점인데 방송 안 하는 날에도 호그와트는 계속할 것이요. 한동안 호그와트를 계속해서 원래 방송 안 하는 날에도 해갖고 진도를 쭉쭉 할 것이요. 진도를 쭉쭉 진행할 것이요. 그래야지 빨리 끝나죠. 그리고 저도 이 해리포터 아니 호그와트 스토리가 매우 재밌고 궁금하기 때문에 빨리빨리 진행할 것이요. 이렇게 얘기해도 58분이요. 근데 오늘따라 좀 배경음악이 좀 작은 것 같은데 아까 설정 보면은 그렇지도 않거든요. 다 100이어서 어쨌든 이거 참 빨리빨리 했으면 좋겠는데 이게 이제 59분 됐네. 1분 나왔어. 아 이게 이렇게 되네. 아니 좀 애매하게 남는구만 그거 참. 너 이렇게 아직 배울 게 좀 많이 남아 있어서 궁금하. 이거 그거다. 그 변신하는 거. 여기서 변신이라고만 나와 있네. 그 페트누누스 안 나오나? 방금 봤는데 아바다 케다브라. 와우. 그렇시오. 임페리오. 야, 세계 저주 주술 그 나오네. 역시 해리포터라. 개죠. 에바네스코 봄바르다 엑스펠리아르무스, 디핀도, 콘프레인고, 여러가지 있네요. 좋아요. 앞으로도 이 여러 퀘스트에서 다 익혀봅시다. 자, 드디어 이제
Do you have a moment?
자, 그러면은 지금까지 호그와트 레거시를 플레이한 대선비 평천 푸른벚꽃이었습니다. 저는 이만 가보겠어. 모두들 좋은 하루 되시고 내일 뵙시다. 빠빠.